pleasant weather here at Oman Cricket Academy. We are all set for match number 2. Two quality sides, Royal Oman Stallions, they'll be taking on Muscat Thunderers. The captains are next to me, so is our match referee Mr. Nishit Punja. Nadim will flip the coin and Jatin will call. Tail is the call and head it is. Nadim, what have you decided and why?
We are going to bowl first. We believe as a team decision, we believe there is due in the second inning. So we want to actually take some benefit of that.
And talking about the previous edition, which did not went in your way, so what are the plans coming into this Oman D20?
Actually, we played last D20 well until the final. And we have a couple of changes. We have brought one Afridi from Hyderabad and Zishan from Kerala. Hope they will give us good strength to the side.
Talking about now you're bowling first in these conditions, what is the total do you think is gettable?
I believe we have to resist them under 140, 150. So it will be easy for us.
All the best and give us a good game.
Thank you very much.
Jatin, you are asked to bat first. Your thoughts?
Well, we were also looking to bat first. I think it's a perfect conditions. Put the runs on the board. I think good batting track.
Last edition was a challenging one for your side. So, what are the motive coming into this tournament, and what is the message you have given to the boys?
Well, I think last season I believe we lacked a couple of players. I think to this in this edition, I think we have got a couple of guys. So, like we have the wicket keeper. He's a really talented guy. A young guy, so we're going ahead, looking forward to make an impact.
Now, batting first, I expect Jatin to come out with the bat at top of the order. What kind of score do you think is defendable?
Well, I think on this track, going by the trend, I think 150, 160 is ideal on this surface.
Best of luck and give us a good game.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So the news from the centre is that Nadim, he has won the toss, and Royal Oman Stallions, they'll be coming out to bowl first.
They've opted to bowl first. Royal Oman Stallions, one of the standout sides in this tournament. They are certainly the side to watch out for. And to start this game off, it is going to be me, Pranav Mehta, and alongside me, Jamil Zaidi, the senior statesman. Jamil bhai, a very good evening to you. How are you loving the winters in Oman?
Absolutely stunning. This is Muscat Thunderers. Starting with the captain, Jatinder Singh, leading from the team from front. And it will be Ashish and then Sandeep Gaud, Somias Bhavan, Sampath, the young talent in the team, Siddharth Prasad Bukapatlam. And it was Samay Srivastava, the leggy, the Ganesh Chandrasekhar, and Afridi Keti, the main follower, Jay Chalvetra, and the veteran Munis Ansari.
Arya Dev Singh Waghela, that is the name that you want to watch out for. I've heard great reviews about him. And then when you're talking about Royal Oman Stallions, you're talking about Anshuman Guru Prasanna. He's been in optimum best form in the previous edition. He'll be partnered by Junaid Ahmed, Karan Sonavle, Amir Zishan Nazar Amir, Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, Mohammad Nadeem, the old warhorse of Royal Oman Stallions, Usman Ali Afridi, Hasnain Ali, Sagar Parmar, Yashish GL, Afreed. What a star-studded side as Royal Oman Stallions. Most of those players have been around for a very long time, and that's where, with every given passing day, they're only looking to gel better.
All credit to them, because keeping someone fit at this stage of the game, like we have Munis Ansari and Mohammad Nadeem, it is absolutely credit to themselves how they are trying to keep themselves with all the efforts, exercising, running, and this and that. And that's what the good omen for them. That's why they are still in the Oman side. And we have seen another good matches underway between the Royal Stallions and the Muscat Thunderers, who were not at all at their best in the last outing of the D20. Even Royal Stallion also lost the final in the last D20. They didn't come in that final. Otherwise, all the three outings, these two teams, Royal Stallions and Yalla Shabab, used to be in the finals of D20 and D10.
You have to be looking forward to Waghela. He's a premium player right at the top. He's been immediately invested and he's going to be partnering Jatinder Singh. I've been told that he likes to attack and he likes to play positive cricket. He's up against Hasnain. Quick single to start off. Good technique showcased by Waghela. Fearless cricketer. That's the first thing that I can say about Waghela.
The moment you said, he immediately coming down the wickets and play off with the single. So intentions are very clear. As you mentioned about him, he's an attacking player. And the other end is then the most experienced, the run machine for Oman, the captain of Oman, Jatinder Singh.
From what I've heard is that Waghela does get those starts, but he's not able to capitalize into a big one. It's early days, young talent, lot of potential. And then when you're talking about Jatinder Singh, dancing down the track on the very first delivery that he faces, a shy on the stumps as well. They want that wicket of Jatinder Singh. He can be very costly, very expensive. And that's where they want him back to the dugout early.
Jatinder was not among the runs in the last T20. And apart from 1 century scored, the team mostly depends on him, how much runs he scored. But this season we have to see how much confidence MUSCAT Thunderers has got apart from Jatinder Singh. As you mentioned, Waghela is a very good attacking player. It's time, played it out and go for the singles. That's the right thing to do.
It gets very easy for Waghela to bat in the middle when you're partnering somebody like Jatinder Singh. Two sides that have loved the competition between themselves. They've been one of those oldest sides, especially when you're talking about MUSCAT Thunderers. It is led by the captain of the national side, Jatinder Singh. And that's where when you're standing on the non-striker end, you know that the pressure is never on you.
Yeah, definitely. Much depends upon how Jatinder Singh take the team towards a very decent total on the board. And Hussain Ali, beautifully bowled. What a delivery. In swinger, beaten Jatinder outside the off stump. Very, very lucky. Just past the stumps. Beautiful delivery.
And this is going to be a very interesting contest. Hasnain Ali Shah versus Jatinder Singh, two national heroes for Oman. One opens the bowling, one opens the batting, and they're up against each other. Fire versus fire.
The only thing we have to see is going to take the first, what you call maximum fire out of it. Coming down the wicket once again. And that is what we are talking about. The fire goes in the favor of Hasnain Ali Shah. And Jatinder Singh once he played too early, got the top edge and brilliant catch at gully. So wicket number 1 for MUSCAT Thunderers.
Trying to force the proceedings, gets the outside edge. Yashas GL is a handy fielder and he's never going to be dropping on that prized opportunity from Jatinder Singh. First wicket down for MUSCAT Thunderers very early in the game. It is the hero, Jatinder Singh, who is going to be walking back to the dugout, and it's a big blow for MUSCAT Thunderers.
In come another dependable batter from MUSCAT Thunderers, Ashish Udedra. came at a time when the skipper was just went back into the dugout without scoring a run. Rather, one run he scored. Oh, a lot of responsibility on Ashish Odedra and Waghela. How they took the team from here on. The pressure is definitely on both the batters, with Hassan Ali Shah firing from the one end.
No, it's a no-brainer. Ashish Odedra is going to be as cool as a cucumber. He's going to be the ice factor for Muscat Thunderers. Very solid in his defence, and that's something that he'll be happy to showcase. First up, 3 runs from that over of Hasnain Ali, but most importantly, that wicket of Jatinder Singh. That's where the game stands at the moment. Muscat Thunderers 3 for 1 at the end of the first.
Another hero of Oman national team, Jitan Kumar Ramanandi, the left-arm medium fast bowler. Lot of wickets to his credit in the last Asia Cup played in UAE. Shows his class that he is a top-class bowler.
One player that I'm looking for is Sagar Parmar, the left-arm spinner. I've been mighty impressed. But then Jitan Kumar Ramanandi, he's also not done a lot wrong. A little bit of a misfield at backward point allows them to scamper for a single.
Sagar Parmar also got some wickets in the last D20 in the last stages of the game at the crucial points. Muscat Thunderers has to come back with some good wins in this tournament. They was totally outclassed in the last tournament in all department. With Sandeep Gauth, their main all-rounder was injured in the middle of the games.
Flicked off the pads. Won't go for the second. Ashish Odedra isn't one of the quickest. Looks like a busy player this evening. Ashish Odedra generally likes to play rock solid straight, but on this occasion Ashish Odedra off the mark with a flick.
He is a very classy batter, Ashish Odedra. Most of the runs from the Muscat Thunderers either coming from him and Jatinder Singh. And as you mentioned about Waghela, we have to see how much good player he is, getting some runs for his team. They got an early wicket. Oh, suicidal. Very, very lucky. Absolutely very lucky. Could have been in disastrous run out.
That is the last thing that Muscat Thunderers need. They've already lost their hero, their champion, their captain, the leader of the pack, Jatinder Singh, and now the mainstay, Ashish Odedra, who is expected to be batting deep, has to take responsibility. On the pads, flicked well. Player in the deep will keep it down to a single. A slow start for Muscat Thunderers.
Another brilliant medium fast bowler, Yashash G, at the fine leg. Royal Stallions had got a very, very balanced team. They do have fast bowlers, spinners, good batters, a solid team, which used to be in the final before last year and 2 years before. Once again flicked beautifully of the toes. And once again it is Yashasji who picked up, throw it back to the bowler. So it's good that they are going for the singles coming their way.
It's a long game. 20 overs in the modern era is a game of 4 quarters, 5 overs apiece, and that's where they would want to be a little watchful, at least in the first 2-3 overs. Once again on the leg. We'll get a single of the final delivery. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi will be very happy with that proceedings at the moment. 2 overs done, 8 for the loss of 1, Muscat Thunderers.
Hussain Ali Shah will bowl the second over, got a wicket in the very first over. Tap and run, good running between the wicket, these two. What value will wicket he was taken in the last over of the captain of Muscat Thunderers, Jatinder Singh, the run machine for Oman. But today in the very first outing of the D20, he was out in the very first over by Hussain Ali Shah.
Flicked pretty well on the leg side on this occasion. Will allow them to scamper for a second run on this occasion. I think this is a very good wicket to bat on. You need to get somewhere north of 150, 160, if I'm not making a mistake. What's your take on that?
Absolutely right on the spot, 150, 160. Last 5 deliveries per now, from 3 from Ramanandi and 1 from Hussain, they are trying to attack the leg stumps, and all those runs come from the flicks. This is the first one which had been outside the upper stump. Maybe they do have some plan.
And if you ask me, 2 bowlers that Muscat Thunderers have to watch out for, one is Hussain. It's a no-brainer. An absolute wicket taker. And the second one has to be Sagar Parmar. But then there are also likes of Mohammad Nadeem. There are a few other bowlers up their ranks. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi is handy. Karan Sonavle can bowl. Shuffling across will rotate the strike. You don't want to be doing that. Once you're right in front of the stumps, Hussain, it becomes even more effective.
And so far things are not at all good in terms of the power play for Muscat Thunderers. It is over number 3 underway. They have just scored 12 runs in this third over. Slight change in the field now. The short mid wicket has been brought in, taking out the slips. Try to cut short lifting delivery.
They need that wicket of Ashish Odedra because he's the mainstay, he's the rock solid. He is the one who binds that Muscat Thunderers side, and that is the wicket that they are looking for. And I'm almost certain that it's only a matter of time. I think probably the next over has to be with 2 right-handers in the middle. It has to be the left-arm spinner who has to be coming in from the Oman tail end. Final delivery. of Hasnain Ali. Looking to pick up a wicket. Looking for a big shot, outside edge. You don't want to be doing that. What a catch is that? I think it is Junaid behind the stumps. A one-hander from Junaid. And Waghela, who was ever so impressive, looking to manufacture something out of Hasnain's bowling, gets an outside edge and is going to be walking back to the dugout.
What a stun. Look at that. Lifting delivery outside the off stump, tried to cut, got faint edge. What a outstanding catch taken by Junaid with one hand. Absolutely stunner. So 2 wicket down for Muscat Thunderers, 12 for 2. What a stunner from the wicket keeper. Absolutely in trouble, Muscat Thunderers. 2 top batters back into the dugout. Waghera and Jatinder, and in comes Siddharth Bukkapatnam. At the time where team looking at him to get the team through to this trouble at the moment. It is onslaught from Hussain Ali Shah. Got the second wicket in the second over. Cut beautifully. The first boundary from Siddharth onto the back foot, beautifully placed.
Has a much more responsible role. Siddharth and Ashish Odedra. Lovely shot from the bat of Ashish Odedra. Every time you don't force Ashish Odedra to come on the front foot, you'll see that lazy elegance in his stroke making. Playing on the up. Very talented, exclusive timer of the cricket ball. They need wickets and they are hunting for it at the moment. Once again on the back foot. Doesn't find the gap on this occasion though.
Being a left-arm fast bowler, Ramnandi is trying to bowl the ball outside the off stump, away from the right-hander, trying to ask him to play. Got an edge to the keeper or to the gully. This time on the middle stump, brilliantly played off the toes. So Siddharth also got off to a single. Ashish Odedra is the man who is there for Muscat Thunderers. As long as he stays, I'm sure the runs will be coming from his bat. Siddharth Bukkapatnam, a very useful batter.
But certain troubled times for Muscat Thunderers, every time that you don't see Jatinder's performing. Lovely, elegant drive from the bat of Siddharth Prasad Bukkapatnam. Right from the meat, 2 backward points, none able to make an impact. And the very first delivery goes for a boundary from the bat of Siddharth Prasad Bukkapatnam. What a player he is.
Once again outside the off stump, just punches it nicely between the 2 fielders and got off to a boundary. A solid boundary makes him confident for the remaining part of this match. It's a good over for Muscat Thunderers, a boundary from Ashish Odedra and the one from Siddharth Bukkapatnam. Onto the onside, once again flicked it beautifully for the single. So finally runs are coming for the Muscat Thunderers. 2 boundaries definitely makes the difference. Jitan Kumar Amnandi has to have some thought. Normally is not that much expensive as he is in this particular match. 15 runs of his 2 overs. Beautifully bowled. So it's end of over number 4, Muscat Thunderers 22 for 2.
The need of the moment is experience, and that's where Mohammad Nadeem has come into the attack from the Oman LNG end, replacing Hasnain. 2 big wickets, certainly creating a lot of pressure on Muscat Thunderers. And 2 very right kind of players that are available in the centre to counter that pressure. How do you look at this game, Jamil bhai?
Currently it looks in the favour of Royal Stallions. But again, as you're talking about Ashish Udedra and Siddharth Pugapatnam, both of them experienced player. They might have faced the same situation in the last couple of matches. So now they have to come up with some good runs on the board for each one of them and also for the team. Pull towards the square leg boundary, but the protection is there. And they go off to a single.
One thing that has been very good to be seeing at for Ashish Udedra is that he is happy to be rotating strike, happy to be playing his shots as well. He's not got bogged down in this game. Otherwise, what you see from Ashish Udedra is that he goes into his shell, and that generally puts a lot of pressure on his side.
Yeah, absolutely. But now today he looks to be much better than in the last couple of last year's matches we have seen. He is trying to get runs on each and every delivery, and that's a good sign from him. Once again down the leg side, what a fielding, absolutely brilliant. Certainly stops the boundary on the short fine leg. Nadeem, the veteran, the most senior player in the Oman national team, brilliant all-rounder, still performing in all the matches he's played.
Played on the leg side, looking for a quick single. Manages to get there. Directed could have been very interesting. But at the moment, Muscat Thunderers are just crawling through pressure.
No issue for that, but runs should come. They're coming in singles. That's more important. Field placement has been changed. Deep square leg right fence on the fence. Once again on the toes, beautifully played, perfect timings, down towards the mid wicket for the single.
How happy have you been with Mohammad Nadeem over the past few years? The way he's transformed into a ever-trusting character, especially on the back of his fitness.
No second thought about that, but now absolutely what you have said is correct. And that's a big thing, you know, it is your passion which keeps you fit. This time try to heave it right from the middle of the bat, but once again the protection is there. And a good over from Nadeem, just given away 4 runs. End of over number 5, 27 for 2 Muscat Thunderers. We're talking about Sagar Parmar. He has been brought in at the right time from the Oman tail end. He's a very useful spinner. Got a lot of wickets in the last D20. This is the first one, quicker one, Amar coming into the batter, wrapped on the pad. It's difficult bowler to play on. Especially now the dew factor will be on the wicket, so ball will be skidding more quickly than the batter expect. Once again, is what talking about. The moment he came, this was a brilliant delivery, quicker one, rips through the legs and shattered the wicket.
We were talking about Sagar Parmar and his potential, his caliber, his intelligence, and his effectiveness. Comes into the attack and immediately an arm ball to castle the stumps of Siddharth Prasad Bukkapatnam. He's not a regular batter. He's been promoted up the order, but is not able to do justice with the position at the moment. 7 of 8 deliveries for him. 27 for the loss of 3 Muscat Thunderers.
What a change from the captain. Immediately rewarded the wicket of Siddharth Bukkapatnam.
Such a prized bowler to have up your ranks. Very tight. Oh, this is going to be even more close. Finger goes up. Back-to-back wickets for Sagar. He's one of those pick-off bowlers for Royal Oman Stallions. Sandeep Gaur, the mainstay, the backbone of Muscat Thunderers, is going to be walking back without troubling the scorers. Big moment for Royal Oman Stallions.
Well, I think he's bowling superbly. Look at that delivery. Coming so quickly to the batter. He skidded off the wicket so quickly than the batter expected. And he was right in front of the wicket. No hesitation for umpire to give him an LBW. So double wicket blow for Muscat Thunderers. 27 for 4, and Sagar Parmar is on strike. Rather, hat-trick on.
The young talent, the young sensation, Soumya Sampat comes to the middle. The last thing that he would have been expecting is to walk in on a hat-trick delivery. Chitin Kumar Ramanandi right under his nose. Call it a silly mid-off. Short mid-wicket. It's a test match field against Soumya Sampat. Sagar Parmar charging in. Hat-trick delivery. Sliding down the leg. We'll have to reload this one.
Well, he is really champion bowler, Sagar Parmar. Most of the deliveries he's bowling armour coming into the batter with quick off the wicket.
Charging in once again. Plays it watchfully. Finds the gap. The ball is racing towards the boundary. The ball will get to the boundary. What a start for Soumya Sampat on the hat-trick. Finds the middle of the bat. Pierces the gap. And gets a boundary.
That's a young player from Oman. Look at that. Just open the face of the bat. Picks the gap through the gully. And the ball races to the fence. Much needed boundary for the Muscat Thunderers. Survived the hat-trick chance from Sagar Parmar. This young Soumya Sampat. Once again down the leg side. The loud appeal.
Living by the sword at the moment. You can't be playing across the line to Sagar Parmar. He's very quick through the air and he's very accurate. And he's certainly not like the taste of that boundary. Finishes off with a dot ball. 5 runs from that over of Sagar Parmar, but most importantly, those 2 wickets, big wickets. 32 for the loss of 4 Muscat Thunderers at the end of the power play. This is how it all started. Jatinder Singh, the captain, walked back very early, and that's where there was a lot of pressure. They brought in a new talent who also couldn't last there for a very long time, and the pressure was binding on. Siddharth Prasad Bukkapatnam and Ashish Odedra were looking to stitch a partnership, and that's where Sagar Parmar got the better of Siddharth Prasad Bukkapatnam. Then Sandeep Gaur also walked back courtesy of a leg before. Soumya Sampat, the young sensation, the young talent, gets a boundary to start proceedings for himself. And 32 for 4. It's a game that is certainly tilting too much towards Royal Oman Stallions. They'll be very happy because all those mainstay batters are back in the dugout. Only Ashish Odedra has managed to stay in the middle.
How much remaining batters will going to help Ashish Odedra? If he's continued there on the wicket, he normally used to get runs. And this young Soumya Sampat has shown his class in the last over, placing that boundary. Once again down the leg side. Ball is drifting down the leg side, maybe because of the dew on the ground. And perhaps the bowler's not gripping the ball well.
Mohammad Nadeem, 4 runs of his first over, conceded an extra on this delivery. He's looking for wickets. He knows that Muscat Thunderers are in pressure, but then Ashish Odedra can play shots like that and bail Muscat Thunderers out of the problem that they are in.
Beautifully timed, just in front of the wicket, picks the gap to the wider mid-on for the boundary. And this is what Muscat Thunderers, look at that one, just off the toes, beautifully played. Quickly passes the fence with the fast outfield we have here at the Muscat Academy ground. Experienced Mohammad Nadeem. Very difficult for any batter to hit Mohammad Nadeem unless a bad delivery. An asset for the Oman national team, these two, Amir Kaleem and Mohammad Nadeem, stalwarts, still performing right on the top.
And it's a handy battle, a wonderful surface to bat on. Great value for the shots that you play on a wicket like this. The outfield is lightning quick. And that's where Muscat Thunderers have lost 4 big wickets. Look at those names. Waghela, the wicketkeeper. Most importantly, Jatinder Singh, the captain. Sandeep Gaur. And then Siddharth Prasad Mukherjee, big names.
Yeah, Sandeep Gaur definitely, of course, one of the big names from the Muscat Thunderers. Apart from Siddharth Mukherjee, who has been promoted to get the runs, but unfortunately was brilliantly bowled by Sagar Parmar with the beauty, ripping through, shattering their stumps. Just touched out to the third man boundary for the single. And this young boy, Soumya Sampath, I'm sure the more matches he will play, the more experience he will get. And heads of the team who are joining those young talents in their sides to give them experience and of course to promote young players for the Oman national team.
And what I like about Muscat Thunderers is the kind of opportunities that they keep giving consistently. And that is where the pressure is always on the young talent, young sensation to perform. How long can you stay without performing? That is a question that Muscat Thunderers asks day in, day out. We'll talk more about it. 7 overs done, 40 for the loss of 4, Muscat Thunderers.
Brilliant first over bowled by Sagar Parmar, 2 of just 5 runs. That's the area we like to bowl, keeping the ball straight, skidding off the wicket quickly.
Although I'm not really happy with the kind of field that is there for Sagar Parmar, I would want a more attacking field. I'm not just happy with 4 fielders inside the circle. That's the kind of bowler he is. Get 6 fielders inside, put the pressure on Muscat Thunderers. Although at the moment, even those 4 fielders are way too many.
Well, I think he's not turning the ball that much because he's trying to bowl straighter, armour deliveries. Like this.
You don't need to turn the ball when you are bowling 4 dot balls on the trot after the power play. He's a brilliant bowler. Doesn't like to give any kind of room. Something in the likes of Ravindra Jadeja. Yes, not up to his caliber, but huge potential.
Jadeja has got all the varieties of a left-arm bowler. Orthodox. He tries to toss the ball up, quicker one, flatter one. He's a top bowler.
Now what Sagar Parmar does is to angle the ball. Bowls are made in less than 90 seconds if the timing is right from my side. 8 overs done. 40 for the loss of 4, Muscat Thunderers.
Hussain Ali Shah brought into the attack. Royal Stallions in a hurry to wrap up the innings. Keep changing the bowlers from both ends.
Flicked, finds the gap. Only going to be a single on this occasion. Yashas GL is another wicket taker, and that's where Royal Oman Stallions, every bowler, Mohammad Nadeem, Yashas GL, Sagar Parmar, Hasnain, all wicket taking bowlers. And then you have one bowler who is a big defender.
Really big responsibility. Somya Sampath, this young chap, and Ashish Udedra. Muscat Thunder struggling. 41 for 4. Mudassir joins me in the combox.
The man of crisis, Ashish Odedra. But someone needs to provide that support from the other end. Soumya Sampath, a young boy, huge responsibility on his shoulders. Flick of the wrist and he finds the gap, keeping it away from the reach of Afridi. 4 runs, getting runs for his side, Odedra.
One of the best shots we have seen from him. Beautifully played, just effortless, coming onto the offside. Flicked beautifully with perfect timings. To the Cow's corner. Runs are very important for Muscat Thunderers at this stage of the game. They do have 4 wicket back into the dugout. Much depend upon Ashish Udedra, how long he has been on the wicket.
Deliberately played fine, going past that wicket keeper. Clever manipulation of the field, using that pace to his advantage. Odedra, back-to-back boundaries.
This is what talking about him, man of crisis. Right time he's coming up. With intelligent cricket, nice placement. He waited for the ball to come, open the face of the bat, and got the second successive boundary.
Onto the pad, struggling Yashas GL. Known for his express pace. 50 comes up with that extra run. One more, another extra. By getting those 2 boundaries, Jamil Bhai, he forced the bowler to change his line and length, and all of a sudden he looks like an ordinary bowler.
It happens, Mudassir, you know, when the bowlers got hammered by the batters. Normally they just try to bowl something extra, and by which those 2 wides have come because of that. Trying to save the ball. The right area to bowl on. Yashas GL always among the wickets. Lot of wickets he's taken in the last D20s.
One of the quickest in this region, Yashas GL. We haven't seen that lethal bouncer yet. Bowling his first over, just trying to find his rhythm. Look at that, generating some serious pace, beating the wood of Ashish. It's a good over for Muscat Thunderers. 9 gone, 51 for the loss of 4. Usman Afridi, another player who performed really well in the previous season, was a part of Majid's Titans, now switching to Royal Oman Stallions. Yes and no, never a single.
He too is a very, very productive bowler, Usman Afridi. A very, very brilliant fielder as well. Got couple of top class catches in the earlier stages of this D20 in the last year. Nicely placed toward the long off for the single. Muscat Thunderers must be banking on Ashish Udedra to take them out of the trouble and put a decent total on the board.
In the air but away from the fielder. It will be a daunting task for Ashish Udedra because from the other end is young Soumya Sampat. So we cannot expect Sampat to go big after the bowlers. So it means he should play with a lot of control, aggression. Ashish Udedra onto the pads, way down the leg, another extra.
Currently, I think for this young boy, Soumya Sampat, not to go for the run, but at least rotate the strike, get the singles and give maximum chance for Ashish Udedra to play on. Once again, it was in the middle of that, played it out, not very confidently.
Another firm push towards offside. So with that single, half of the overs done in the first innings, 55 for the loss of 4, and we'll take a short drinks break. slip in position, drives Sampat. He looks confident with the bat, just not able to find the gap, but it's a good sign for his team as well as for this youngster.
I think all what the batter, especially this young boy, has to do is to just rotate the strike, try to give maximum strike to Ashish Udedra, and I think that he can do. He's middling the ball well, but again trying to pick the singles, that's the area where he has to work hard.
Another extra in the last few overs. They have given away too many extras in the shape of wide. Quite interestingly, a slip in position, but he's bowling towards the middle and leg stump of Soumya Sampat. An under 19 product. Now playing for Muscat Thunderers, trying to groom and shape the career of this young lad. Muscat Thunderers management.
Nicely played. Right leg did so. Give singles to Ashish Udedra. Another young chap is Jeet Shah. That's two from Muscat Thunderers. The young talent from Oman. They are grooming them by playing in the senior matches. And that's a very, very right approach.
Running hard. No chance for the second run. But talking about under 19 Oman side, they did pretty well in the recently concluded ACC under 19 Premier Cup, where they lost the third place game to Malaysia. The team was led by Jeet. So going and moving in the right direction, I believe, even the under 19 boys. It is a phase where in the air, but also in the gap. Jamil, what I believe when we talk about age group cricket, it's not about winning and losing, it's about learning, and I think they are moving in the right direction.
Mudassir, I think all credit goes to ICC and ACC. Both are arranging matches for under 19 and under 16. Just giving them chance to come with the top teams in the world. So that is a very good sign. Obviously, it will help them to grow for the national teams as well.
Chance. Nadeem takes it. No mistake. So the man who was getting runs, Ashish Udedra, beaten by the pace and that movement from Yashash GL. A big blow for Muscat Thunderers.
Oh, mistimed it, top edge, straight to waiting hands of Nadeem. It has always happened that when some set batsman is playing, you're talking that somebody come and give him support, he got himself out. Exactly the same happened to Ashish Udedra. Wicket number 5, back to the dugout. 59 for 5 Muscat Thunderers. In comes Samay Srivastava, the leggy, the magician from Muscat Thunderers, and of course from one of the best bowlers in Oman national team. Time now for him to give some good runs to his team.
Oh, beautifully bowled. A bit fuller, ball just keeping a bit low. What a comeback in his second over. A successful over from Yashash GL. Half of the side back in the hut for Muscat Thunderers. 11 gone, 59 on board. He has been very watchful, showing some great intent. Soumya Sampat.
The recent tour of Malaysia will definitely give those boys much experience playing outside Oman. Though Malaysian wickets are almost identical like Oman, but of course the weather is there which is creating a lot of problems.
Also, the more you play, the more you travel to the new destinations, you'll grow in confidence. That is what we are witnessing, the way he's middling the ball. The previous season did not look comfortable whenever he came out to bat, beaten by the pace, not able to read the line length of the spinners. But today, he looks to be a matured batter, though he's just 19 years old. Soumya, very impressive.
Much depend upon this man, Samay Srivastava. If he can, how many runs he could got for his team. Uses long handle, get some boundaries, a maximum.
You are expecting a lot from a bowling all-rounder. The top order, they failed to perform. And also, they are not able to rotate the strike.
We have seen a couple of big innings from him at the right time. That's why I'm thinking that he might do the same again. Discuss later on. After 12 overs, 60 for 5 Muscat Thunderers. Another change, Sagar Parmar, who got 2 wickets in 2 overs. Pushed down towards the sweeper cover.
And the rotation of strike will be key. 48 balls, at least get 50, 60 runs. 150, 120 will be a respectable total. My co-commentator Pranav Mehta will be very much happy also. He'll be impressed the way this young boy getting those runs. Now excellent running between the wickets, pushing hard, coming back for that second.
Yeah, he is mentor of these young players like Soumya Sampat and Jeet Shah, giving them correct advices, being the senior. So he's always happy whenever he Nicely played on to the onside for singles. This time played out towards the short extra cover. On Oman girls side also, he has got some of the ladies whom he's mentored and they play superbly, performed excellently in the Gulf Women T20I recently.
There's a love and the passion towards the game, and that is why he's very keen, outspoken whenever it comes to the development of this beautiful game in this region. Very vocal, but always talks in a positive way. Straight towards the bowler. So 13 gone, 65 for the loss of 5.
Usman Afridi continued to bowl. This time right middle of the bat towards the mid-wicket boundary. Fumbled and they got 2 runs.
Excellent. Good pickup shot. It was in his arc and manages to keep it away from the reach of long on for a couple of runs. Another one, very watchful, rolling his wrist, running hard. Excellent work by the fielder. Yashash GL covered a lot of ground towards his left side, showing good sign. Soumya Sampat, because at this stage the team is trouble, half of the side back in the hut. He's playing with a lot of focus and determination.
And that's what experience comes from. This time from the middle of the bat, straight to the fielder. When everybody is not giving their best, this young chap comes and keeping the one hand with him, and sweeping well timed swing, both of them, the doubles he got in the last couple 2 deliveries. Coming down the wicket, flicked beautifully, but straight to the fielder. Now he's opening up with the confidence.
Using the feet against Usman. A little partnership flourishing between Srivastava and Sampat. Double S and double S. Trying to be cheeky, chance and taken. Ball just stopping and coming onto the blade of Samay Srivastava. Usman Afridi strikes. And very watchful was the wicket keeper, watching the ball, and takes a simple catch.
Well, right thing to do, take a beautiful catch. So wicket number 6 back to the dugout for Muscat Thunderers. Ganesh Chandrasekhar. Come in the very crucial stage for Muscat Thunderers. Try to cut it. End of over number 14, 70 for 6 Muscat Thunderers. Sagar will continue. Very, very economical bowling so far from him. His fourth over, got 2 wickets of just 10 runs. Onto the back foot, tried to pull ball, kept a bit low. Quicker one from Sagar Parmar.
Has been a one-way traffic. 6 wickets down, just 70 on board. Another single. Now all eyes will be on Ganesh Chandrasekhar, because he can generate that power. But the problem is 6 wickets down, not much batting left for Thunderers. How long he will play those dot deliveries?
No, Ganesh has the ability to hit maximums. We have seen in last, I think, D20 series. But keeping every ball dot is, of course, really putting more pressure on himself and the non-strikers. This time just tap, go for the single. Very lucky, not hit the wicket. End of over number 15, 72 for 6.
Usman Afridi will bowl his final over of his spell and will start off with a gem of a delivery. Wonder how did that miss the stumps?
I wonder how you get so much energy.
The day has just started for me.
Just feeling hungry, not taking care of me is Pranav Mehta.
Just making sure that you lose a little bit of calories on your trip to Oman. 73 for the loss of 6. They'd want to get closer to 100. But at the moment, those two left-arm spinners, Usman Afridi and Sagar Parmar being the best of the lot.
And credit should be given to the captain, the way he is utilizing his resources. Parmar and Afridi. The rotation of the bowlers has been brilliant by Mohammad Nadeem.
He's been the old warhorse. Once again trying to cut it from the wickets. They'll rush for a quick single. Runs coming really slow at the moment.
Impressed the way young lad is battling out in the middle. When the seniors, they were not able to apply themselves, this boy making sure not to give away his wicket, also rotating the strike. taking those singles.
I look at things in a very different manner. Not on a lot of opportunities will the young lad get an opportunity like this where he can showcase his talent. 19 of 26 is certainly not justifying his positioning. If he could play a match winning, probably 40 of 26, that's where I would be mighty impressed. But I'm just being critical on the young lad. If he wants to make it to the biggest of stages, 16 overs done, 76 for 6. Sixteen overs, 76 for the loss of 6. But to all credit, yes, he stayed there in the middle. And if he can finish off well with a few flourishes, maybe 3 or 4 boundaries in the remaining 4 overs, I think he will still do justice to the situation. Strongly struck. Good fielding by Yashas GL will keep it down to just a single. I feel he saved 3 runs.
Absolutely. It's a rare occasion where I completely agree with Pranav. Yes, Yashas GL doing a wonderful job.
It's a chilly evening, isn't it?
The winter is back, so is Oman D20, and so are the jackets in the com box.
Beautifully played on the offside. Has an ample amount of time to play his shots. Soumya Sampath.
He's shown everyone, yes, he can stay in the middle, he can get those singles, but rightly mentioned by you, the last few overs, he needs to find a way to get those boundaries as well. And this is where he can make a huge impact.
Trying to cut it late. Hasnain digs it in short. It's only going to be a dot ball. My problem with the game of cricket is that 1 month from now, people would not see the position where Muscat Thunderers was. They will see the scoreboard. And that's where they would see Soumya Sampath playing a struggling 20 ball 27. Instead of that, if he can get to a runner ball 35, maybe 40, that would be brilliant, isn't it? It's a very cruel game of cricket.
Played very late and showing no mercy on this young kid is the Pranav Mehta. Give something. The top order failed. The likes of Jatinder Singh, the new entry, the wicket keeper. Wagle is back in the hut. Siddharth Bukapatnam not able to contribute much with the bat. And wherein this boy, he's making sure to get valuable runs.
I have a question to ask you. On another day, when Muscat Thunderers are 100 for the loss of 3, would they still be willing to send in Soumya Sampath? Answer is no. You don't need to answer that. I am 100% sure because the striking capabilities. And that's where, as a young talent, as a young sensation, and if you can shot,
reply.
that is the reply. Certainly that is the reply. If you can play shots like that, you're certainly going to be doing justice to your position.
Well done, Soumya Sampath. And that too against Hasnain Ali. Clever piece of batting, using that pace. You need to be brave to play that kind of shot against Hasnain Ali. Shuffling towards that off stump and that scoop. Well timed, very watchful till the end.
Mighty impressive. Very, very good from Soumya Sampath. Full toss. Dug it in. Looking for the second. Won't get there. GL is very quick. So good over for Muscat Thunderers comes to an end. 84 for the loss of 6 at the end of 17. Soumya Sampath is looking to cut loose here. Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, death over specialist, especially with those slower deliveries. Mighty impressive. The way Muscat Thunderers have found a way to get close to 100. Most teams would have given up when they would have lost their 4-5 wickets right up.
Because most of the teams, they don't have Soumya Sampath. A sensible Sampath. Excellent.
He's done well, certainly he's done well. Ganesh Chandrasekhar is looking to cut loose here.
And also he's getting those runs against a quality side. Royal Oman Stallions, they have the services of Mohammad Nadeem, the likes of Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, and the way he got that boundary in the previous over against Hassan Ali Shah, fearless.
No weaklings in Royal Oman Stallions. Inside out, in the air, falling short of the fielder at sweeper. Not able to go for the second. For a moment I thought that he was in trouble.
Rightly sent back by his senior partner. There was a fumble by Afridi. A new entry in Royal Oman Stallions.
He can very well repeat that shot against Jitin Kumar Ramanandi as well. Fine leg and third inside the circle. Will scamper for a single though.
Not offering much pace, but a gritty knock from 91. Soumya Sampath rising to the occasion. This young lad. Quite interestingly, I have just noticed behind the stumps is Junaid Ahmed, no Vinayak Shukla for Royal Oman Stallions. He has been rested. Shukla and Junaid Ahmed is doing the wicket-keeper role.
And what a catch Junaid took right in the start of the game. I think it was the keeper's catch that was taken by him. Wagle. That ball was flying past him.
Can also bowl. In the previous edition, we have seen Junaid Ahmed with the ball as well, who bats at top of the order, now doing the glove work.
Utility player. Final delivery. Flicked on the leg side. It's found the gap. Osman will do well to keep it down to a couple of runs. This is good running between the wicket by these two. 18 overs done, 92 for the loss of 6. Muscat Thunderers. They're fighting a battle out back.
A fighting knock continues by Soumya Sampath, 28 of 32. Showing great sign. Hassan Ali Shah, 3 overs, 14 runs. The block hole beautifully managed. Running hard, coming back for that second. Oh, lightning quick. Excellent. Brilliant. He pushed his senior partner to come back for that second run. Showing great character.
Brilliant fitness effort. Young talent, Soumya Sampath. He's only growing in stature. And with innings like these, he will certainly make a case for himself. Don't forget that. The captain of Muscat Thunderers is also the captain of Oman. Paddle on offer. Inside edge. Similar area, similar direction. It all works in favor of Soumya Sampath at the moment. Luck favors the brave. Certainly brave enough.
Trying to go big against Hasnain. That positive intent, positive approach. He gets lucky. He gets 4 runs. Lucky 4 runs for Sampath. And runs for Muscat Thunderers. It's a runner ball. 34 for Sampath. 98 for the loss of 6. Making room. Quick single. If we can play such kind of knocks and if we can be consistent in next few tournaments, then why not? He can push his case, and Oman is all about the talent, and the selectors always made sure whoever performed well, even if it's 17 or 35 years old player, they make sure to give them that opportunity to represent the top level.
And that's happened with Aryan Bisht. Got his opportunity at the big stage, and ever since that he's looked like a very different player. He's grown in stature, he's taken responsibility. Slower delivery, heaved across the line. It's just going to be a single. And with that single, it's going to be 100 for Muscat Thunderers, a number that didn't look like appearing.
Thanks to Soumya Sampath, and rightly said, Aryan Bisht, the young, talented, promising talent here. And also when we talk about 35 years or the senior players who made a comeback, Amir Kaleem, who got plenty of runs and many wickets in the domestic circuit. In the air, just falling short of Afridi. That is why these are such an important tournament for all these cricketers. Amir Kaleem forced his way back into the side. Now he's a regular top of the order, a match winner, above 40, but still live wire in the field. So you need to have that hunger to perform.
It is also an opportunity for Soumya Sampath to try for his milestone. He can always do that. He needs a 14 in the remaining 6 deliveries. Inside edge, and they will be pushing for the second. They have to be pushing for the second. Ganesh, a little bit of a slip, and that'll allow Ganesh to get back for a couple of runs. What that means is that Soumya Sampath will certainly have 6 deliveries to get to his milestone. Muscat Thunderers at the end of 19 overs is at 103 for the loss of 6. Starts off with a single. He's playing a handy knock. Soumya Sampath 37 of 37. But at the moment, Ganesh Chandrasekhar will believe that it is his opportunity to wind this game up in style, in a fashion that he's known for. He's a lusty striker of the cricket ball. Big shot. Not going anywhere. And that's where Ganesh Chandrasekhar will get off strike.
Struggling to knot the middle the ball. 13 of 18. But an all important partnership, providing change of pace, and this time he was beaten by that variation from Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. A fighting knock, a gritty knock from the young Soumya Sampath comes to an end.
Certainly the right thought process, just not able to execute it, Soumya Sampath. And as a result, a good knock, a valiant knock comes to an end. Probably trying to hit it too hard, and in the process he misses the line. Did get in a good position. 7 wickets down for Muscat Thunderers at 105 with 3 balls to spare. Final few deliveries, doesn't matter. You miss, I hit is the story of Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. A straight delivery as Amerat Cricket on the very first delivery that he faces has been castled, and that puts Jiten Kumar Ramanandi on a hat-trick.
Back-to-back wickets in this final over of the first innings. Coming into Amerat Cricket. The Golden Duck. 105 for the loss of 8.
Big moment for Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. It's just the second game of the Oman D20 and the third time that a player is on a hat-trick. Earlier in this game, Sagar Parmar, now Jiten Kumar Ramanandi. Big delivery, tongue down the ground. And it's just going to be a single. A lot of action, but no execution of result in favor of Jiten Kumar Ramanandi.
Bowled well, targeting those stumps, but Jay Chalawada, the tall left-hand batter, is off the mark with a proper cricketing shot. Can he find a maximum here on the final ball of this innings?
What do you make of this? Probably 30-40 runs shot from where they should have been, or this can be a competitive total. Big shot! Ganesh Chandrasekhar finishes off in style. The momentum certainly in favor of Muscat Thunderers because Ganesh Chandrasekhar was struggling to strike one. The very last delivery of the allocated overs, Ganesh Chandrasekhar strikes for a maximum.
It took 19 deliveries for him to get a maximum. What a hit. So all they could manage is 112 for the loss of 8 in their allotted 20 overs. They started well with the ball. The catching has been superb. The big man, the run machine departed early. Oh, then a blinder of a catch taken by Junaid Ahmed. Not a regular wicket keeper, but an excellent catch. Then Ashish Odedra find few boundaries in the power play, but not able to get that support was the problem. Timing has been impeccable. When we talk about Ashish Odedra, Sagar Parmar, he strikes early in his first over to get rid of Sikdas Pukapatnam. Then it was Sandeep Gaud, caught right in front. One after the other, wicket went past. Then a brilliant partnership between the senior and the young, dynamic Soumya Sampat, trying to provide that support to Ashish Odedra was Sampat, but in the process Ashish Odedra lost his wicket to Yashash GL. Then one after the other wicket went down, but Soumya Sampat made sure to stay out there in the middle, get those odd boundary against Hasnain Ali, and he played a crucial role in getting those runs alongside Ganesh Chandrasekhar. Back-to-back wickets in that final over by Jiten Kumar Ramanandi, and the late flourish on the final ball from the blade of Ganesh took team to 112 for the loss of 8. Nothing much when we look at that batting of Muscat Thunderers. The likes of Singh, all he could manage is just a single. Ashish Odedra, 27 of 31. But Soumya Bhavin Sampat, a new star in making here in Oman, just 19 years old, 37 of 38, 19 run a ball for Chandrasekhar, and 10 extras helping them to post 112 for the loss of 8. The bowling has been very impressive. The fast bowlers and the spinners bowled those tight line and lengths and did not give an inch to the top order batters. Couple of wickets for Ali and Ramanandi, couple of wickets for the left-arm spinner Sagar Parmar, a wicket apiece to Yashash GL and Usman Ali Afridi. The captain went wicketless, bowling just couple of overs.
With that, we'll take a short break in the com box. On the other side, it's going to be the chase.
Welcome back for the chase. The match number 2 played between Muscat Thunderers and Royal Stallions. Muscat Thunderers scored 110 runs in 20 overs and has been chased now by Royal Stallions. Some outstanding bowling from Sagar Parmar for Royal Stallions, and of course Hussain Ali Shah got 2 wickets also. So it's going to be a good contest. So the number of runs on the board are not that much, but of course Muscat Thunderers is always a fighter. And we have to see how Royal Stallion batters will chase that amount runs of 110. They do have the service of the old horse warrior Munis Ansari. We have seen some absolutely responsible knock from this young Somi Sampat for Muscat. Held the innings together, but finally got out for a well-deserved 41-42 runs, which was vital for that Muscat Thunderers innings. At one stage, the wickets were tumbling down at one end, but this boy has really distracted the innings of Muscat Thunderers and brought them to some decent score on the board. So, opening Anshuman Guru Prasanna and Junaid Ahmed has got a blinder behind the wicket. And it is Munis Ansari, the old warrior for Muscat, will start the proceedings from the Oman LNG end. Fast ball in the slot. Played it out for the short mid wicket for the single. Anshuman Grupanna, brilliant in the last D20 series. Lot of runs have been scored by him. So Munis Ansari continued to bowl the second delivery. Good delivery, nicely bowled on the dot. And joining me, Mudassir, 110 runs, 112 to chase Royal Stallions. How you feel that, how much over they will take to get off this total?
You never know if they can get few early wickets. Muscat Thunderers, they also might have a chance, but not a big total to chase under the lights. They have a very strong batting lineup. A bit fuller. This is what we have witnessed earlier, the first game. Yalla Shabab, they bat down till number 11. Shah Faisal, Shakil Ahmed, they can also get runs, but they lost that game to IS Invincibles thanks to Mehran Khan's. Happy the way he bowled. I completely forgot. Mehran Khan, he was the player of the match.
Actually, he came late, but really did what Neve looks from him. Absolutely brilliant bowling from him. 4 wickets in just a span of 3 overs and win the match for the team.
Good to see players like Nadeem, Amir Kaleem, Mehran Khan, the veterans of this game, but still the hunger in their belly to perform, that has been the key for these players, a true role model for all these young cricketers here in Oman.
Absolutely. Role model, very rightly said. And this young upcoming Omani under-19 cricketers must look at them, how much they work hard to get this prestigious, what you call career. That over to the extra cover boundary, beautifully played, 4 runs.
Anshuman Guru Prasanna gets his first boundary. A positive intent using the feet against Munis Ansari. A confident looking shot. Goes over the 30-yard circle towards offside. And the first boundary for Royal Oman Stallions.
One of the young batters knocking the door of national cricket team. Anshuman Guru Prasanna. Lots of runs to his credit in the last D20.
Half-hearted appeal from the wicket-keeper, but not getting the support from Munis Ansari. A tight over from Ansari. 1 done, 6 for none.
J. Chalaveda will bowl the second over. And it will be Junaid Ahmed to face him. Just wait for the ball to come to the top edge to the third man for the singles.
Also, I want to bring to your notice, Jamil Bhai, I have been here for almost coming in this region since 2023. But in D20, I haven't seen batters getting hundreds. Apart from one or two batters, yes, they are the batters who are able to get 40s, 50s, but you need to convert those good starts into a big score. And especially from the top order batters, we expect them because they are the ones who get that ample of time, ample of overs to settle in and go for those big shots, big runs.
Just played it out for the quick single. Oh, very lucky. Well, I think Jatinder had scored a century in this D20, if I remember. And that was the only century, I believe, in that D20 series. But you correctly said that batters who scored 40, 45 runs, they took the score, get the century done for them. I was talking to this manager, or rather coach of this Oman's women, UAE's women's cricket, Ahmed Raza, about this thing. So he was telling us, we're discussing this issue. He said, yes, you're right, 35, 40 runs means you go for the century. And that's what we have problem in the UAE team also. For the men's team I'm talking about. Beautifully played through the cover. 4 runs. This is Junaid's special.
Ahmed gets better of Chalavada. The first boundary for Ahmed. Goes aerial. Stand and delivered. Using his wrist. Played in the air. Taking full advantage of the power play, Junaid Ahmed. Especially we expect the top order batters, the openers and the one down batters. You are the ones who needs to anchor the innings. And this has been the problem. Another quick single. This has been the problem when we talk about UAE or Oman men's national side. For UAE, all eyes always on Mohammad Wasim. He has already got 3 T20I hundreds to his name, but the other batters, they were not able to convert those good starts into a big score. And this is the right time for them just to regroup as a team and give that plan, that responsibility to the batters who are batting at top of the order.
Talking about the Oman national team, contrary to what you have said about UAE team, Oman team never bank on openers 1, number 2, number 3. It is entire team who is taking the matches away. Middle order also come, and some stages it was a later batsman. Lower order batsman brought the victories for Oman.
Rightly said, because Oman has a quality batters at number 5, number 6, number 7, where they can provide that impetus. So at the top of the order, if they are getting quick 30-40, the likes of Amir Kaleem and Jatinder Singh and even Hamad Mirza, they'll end up somewhere around 170, 180, which is a good sign. But in domestic, I want players to score hundreds. Someone like Anshuman, who look rock solid in the previous edition, got plenty of runs. We'll have this conversation in the next over. 2 overs gone, 13 for no loss.
Good going for Royal Stallions, 13 without losing a wicket in 2 overs. Right time for Pranav Mehta to join in. It's beautiful play this time, missed time, and it just going to the third man boundary. A great attempt by the fielder to stop the boundary. Welcome, Pranav.
Thank you very much, Jamil bhai. A very good evening to everyone around the world. What a crunch game to have on day one. IS Invincibles in the previous game finding a victory out of jaws of defeat. And now at the moment, Muscat Thunderers is fighting a battle on a score which is certainly below par. Gets inside part of the bat. It was sliding down the leg. Anshuman Guru Prasanna is too good a player to be missing out on that. Says thank you very much to Monis Ansari. I will take 4 runs to my account.
Slinging action from Munis Ansari going down the leg side. What Anshuman has to just put the bat on it and exactly did what got the boundary to the fine leg.
It's been a mediocre start for Muscat Thunderers. They would have wanted maybe 1 or 2 wickets really early. It's still not too late, but the problem is that Royal Oman Stallions have got off to a flyer. Intent from both the batters. And that's where the trouble has been for Muscat Thunderers.
Good comeback by Munis Ansari outside the off stump. That's the air we like to bowl, rather than bowling down the leg side or in the middle stumps, because his ball is coming in swingers for the right-handers.
What Muscat Thunderers need is a good, solid left-handed all-rounder who can bat right at the top, maybe at number 3, number 4, and then bowl some good quality left-arm spin, because at the moment, no left-arm spinner. You can find a part-timer in Ashish Odedra, but then the spin department looks very weak. You have Samay Srivastava, you have Siddharth Prasad Bukkapatnam. Yes, Soumya Sampat can bowl a little bit, but then you don't have somebody who can contain things, who can keep things tight.
I think more important is the batter they need. At least 2 batters in the middle order who can carry the innings. Some has to be there at the wicket till the 20th over, whatever the number of overs has been played. 2 batters must be required in the middle order for Muscat Thunderers to carry the score to a good, decent total.
And what positions? You've seen today's lineup. What positions would you like those 2 batters to be in? Outside edge, flies past third. Will be another boundary in this over of Monis Ansari. Things certainly not working in favour of Muscat Thunderers. Runs coming thick and fast for Royal Oman Stallions.
Beautifully played. Look at that. Just open the face of the bat. Standing and delivering it through the cover point boundary, 4 runs. I think number 4 and number 6 to me. because Jatinder is of course there. Ashish Udedra is a good batter. And if you go to number 4 or to number 6, who can carry the innings from middle till the end.
So at the moment, what I understand is that Arya Dev Singh, the wicketkeeper, and Jatinder opened. Number 3 was Ashish Udedra, so you have no issues with that. Number 5 is Sandeep Gaur. So number 4 and number 6 is where the concern is. We'll talk more about it. 3 overs done, 22 without losing a wicket, Royal Oman Stallions. Outside edge to third for a single. So coming back to my point, number 4 and number 6, those are the 2 batters. You're talking about Siddharth Prasad Bukkapatnam and Soumya Sampath. Those are the 2 players who played at number 4, number 6 today.
Well, I think Soumya Sampath is the right person to come at number 4. The way he has played today, at least he carries one end intact. Going for the single, that's more important. The run rate going on, the scoreboard is sticking singles within, but he stood firm at the one end.
So the problem is number 6 now.
Normally, before that, couple of years before, it was Sandeep Gaur who used to come at number 5 and number 6 and carried the innings together, played some superb innings.
Sliding down the leg, it's going to be required to be re-bowled. If you ask me, yes, you're just trying to be politically correct, but I feel that they need a solid number 4. Somebody probably who is a left-hander, who can bat through and who has some good power, especially in this T20 format. Because all your top 5 batters or top 6 batters have to be able to hit through the line for maximums. And that's where you can do justice to this 20-over format. You need those boundaries, you need those maximums.
Yes, you are right at your end also, but I was trying to that under current situation where they are struggling in the batting. Last season also they did not perform well absolutely. But now this young player like Soumya Sampath is brought into the attack, into the team, and he's performing. Last year he was not that much, but I think the tour of under-19 make him more confident, and the way he's batted today really is delighted to see.
Certainly, 2 good players sitting in. Oh, big mix-up. Not interested is Jatinder Singh, and that's where they'll get back. Now, the bench does have a little bit of options for Muscat Thunderers. You do have the services of Pranav Athavale, who's the 12th. Rana Naeem is also an option. He can tonk a long ball. Then you have Jeet Shah from the under-19 ranks. There is Kavish Shah, also from the junior circuit. So there are a few options that Muscat Thunderer does have. Another mix-up. No damage done. 2 very elegant players at cover and mid-wicket. One side it is Sandeep Gaur, the other side it is Jatinder Singh. You don't want to be chancing either of them.
I think they can take the chance of Rana Naeem to open the innings with Jatinder. That should make some sense because he is a person who can come and start hitting. That gives a good, what you call, start for the Muscat Thunderers. And of course, number 3, Ashish Udedra will take the things in his hand. And number 4, number 5, Sandeep Gaur is there.
Played on the leg side. This is going to be rotated for a single. The problem is that once you have Ashish Udedra at number 3, then you have to have attacking players at the other end. that is going to be almost a necessity because Ashish Odedra likes to play a little bit of a second fiddle. And that's where if you have somebody like a Soumya Sampat coming in at number 4, that will put them into trouble. You need to have players who go all guns blazing. And that's where who would like to think out of the box, I think somebody like a Ganesh Chandrasekhar, yes, not a regular batter, but if he can be promoted to number 4, with the freedom, with the license, he's a good player of spin. This has gone high up in the air. 3 players converging. All 3 will be spectators as they scamper around for a couple of runs. Lot of airtime, not gone anywhere. But Junaid Ahmed will stay in the middle. 4 overs done, 27 without losing a wicket, Royal Oman Stallions. Afreed Katie comes into the attack from the Oman LNG end. If Muscat Thunderers want to poise a chance in this game, I think Afreed Katie will have to run through the batting lineup of Royal Oman Stallions. Get some good movement out of the arc of Anshuman Guru Prasanna, who is looking to cut at it.
His attitude is always attacking. I like this boy, Anshuman Guru Prasanna. Never bowed down, comes and plays natural game, which is a attacking game.
Now for me, what I understand from this lineup is that the best way to use Soumya Sampat in the Muscat Thunderers lineup is as a floater. If they lose 4 early wickets, that's when he comes into the picture. Otherwise, I think Muscat Thunderers will only be using Soumya Sampat at number 8, number 9, number 10. Because they have all those batters who can swing the bat.
But apart from that, now someone like Soumya Sampat, like Ashish Odedra, who tried to be at one end, keep the runs coming, not losing the wicket. That is the area where they like to, I think, look at.
And that's what my understanding is, that Ashish Odedra is supposed to take the game till the 12th over before he can cut loose. So if he does that at number 3, then they need to have somebody who plays fearless cricket at number 4 to give that freedom to Ashish Odedra, and that can only happen with Ganesh Chandrasekhar, because I think Sandeep Gaur at number 5 is almost like a bridge. And if you move Sandeep Gaur from number 5 in the air, Samay Srivastava, one of the better fielders of Muscat Thunderers, has he split a webbing here, immediately rushes towards the dugout. Probably one of the easiest catches, and it's gone down begging.
Absolutely, sitter right in the hands, but I think maybe the force behind the shot, he hold it and dropped it. I think he's stuck in the finger as well.
Certainly feel as if he's split a webbing here. That's how it has looked. No close visual, so not really sure, but he's immediately rushed towards the dugout. In comes Athavle to replace Samay Srivastava. 4 dot balls.
A chilly evening, of course. Full.
In his own hands, disturbs the timber.
He was very unsuccessful in the last delivery. He's bowled all 4 dot deliveries, then that catch was dropped by Saman Srivastava. And now he took the revenge by getting through the wicket of Anshuman Guru Prasanna. So wicket number 1 put down for Royal Oman, Royal Stallions, 28 for 1. 5 overs done.
I've always been a big fan of the captaincy of Jatinder Singh. He sees things which most people do not see. And that is why he's going to be continuing with Jai Chelaveda from the Oman tail end. Final over of the power play. If Jai Chelaveda can pick up a wicket or two, I think it's going to be a game and balance, isn't it?
Definitely.
A catch gone down. Jatinder Singh, one of the better fielders, straight through his hands. Chilly evening, butter fingers, say whatever you want. But this is an opportunity that they were looking for.
The moment you said it was a easy catch, I think, dropped by Jatinder Singh, none other than, look at that one. Sitter one once again. So 2 catches dropped, but finally one was paid off by getting through the wicket of Anshuman Guru Prasanna by Afridi Keti.
At the moment, Anshuman Guru Prasanna is living by the edge. Of the pads will get a single. One of the easiest of dismissals and easiest of catch at first at backward point. Samay Srivastava doesn't support Afreed Keti. Now Jatinder Singh doesn't support Jai Chelaveda. Fielding not on the side.
Good ball, nicely played back. Karan Sunavle, very attacking batter. Play his natural game, never bowed down in any condition that we have seen.
Certainly there will be nerves on offer for Karan Sonavle. He would have seen a big upset in the first game. A game that should have been won by Yala Shabab Giants on most days was won by IS Invincibles. And similar kind of situation here. A game that should have been won by 10 times out of 10 Royal Oman Stallions. They have lost a wicket. And Anshuman Guru Prasanna has had 2 opportunities.
From here on, I think he has to take the team along. You don't get much chances like that. Of course, at the top order, he's a batter who can carry the innings. Now, 2 chances have been given to him.
Has to be looking for a wicket. Dancing down the wicket. Karan Sonavle is a lusty striker of the cricket ball. Free-flowing batter. Dances down the wicket, cuts the swing off and hits it through the line.
That's what we're talking about, Karan Sonavle. He never bowed down the pressure. Look at that one coming down the wicket. 2 deliveries, he just stopped, and the last one he smashed it. Brave player. Always coming Whenever the pressure is there coming, and immediately take the pressure off.
Need a wicket. What does Jai Chelavoda have to offer now? Once again hit through the line on this occasion. A little bit of a deflection from Ganesh Chandrasekhar. And a slip of Anshuman Guru Prasanna keeps it down to a single. 6 overs done, 34 for the loss of 1. Royal Oman Stallions. This is how the innings have panned out so far. Started with Anshuman Guru Prasanna showing some intent. Junaid was not too far behind. Anshuman Guru Prasanna, as elegant as he gets, was scoring runs. A little bit of luck to offer as well, but Junaid was castled and sent back. Karan Sonavale finishes the power play with a boundary. Two things that highlights did not offer are those two drop catches. One was by Samay Srivastava, the other was by Jatinder Singh, both as easy as they can get. Afreed Katie to continue. 1 for 1 in his first over. This is the wicket that they are looking for. Karan Sonavale beating the outside edge. Good attacking field. Has a slip and offer. Also has a gully.
Well, I think Jatinder has done a good job bringing Afridi Kedi from the Oman LNGN. Normally he used to bowl from the Oman talent, taking the things difficult for the Royal Stallion batters, especially in the last over he got the wicket, just given away 1 run. And this one also beaten outside the off stump.
And just as it is said, if Muscat Thunderers want to win this game, Afreed Katie has to run through the lineup. Oh, what a shot! Incredible! A massive strike from the bat of Karan Sonavale. It never looked like stopping. It just kept sailing and flying through the outfields of Oman Cricket Academy. What an incredible strike.
Absolutely stunning. Look at that one. Just standing just from the middle of the bat towards the square leg boundary for the maximum. The timing was immaculate. Just frictions of a second coming down, played towards the square leg for the maximum. One of the best shots of the day.
Certainly no brainer. It's the third wicket from the right. It has flown out of the ground. That'll probably be 80 or 90 meters away. And it still flew away from that. So close to 100 meters. And as flat as it can get. Not a lot of height. What a strike from Karan Sonavale. Incredible. Over the top on this occasion. There is protection in the deep. Soumya Sampat will keep it down to just a couple of runs.
It's the right thing to come and attack. Exactly what Karan Sonavale is doing. The pressure mounted by the loss of the first wicket. He really didn't mean it that. He said, no issues. I play my own natural game. We have seen so many innings from him in the last couple of years also, and in the last D20 also.
If it is in the arc of Karan Sonavale, the ball does fly very quickly from his bat. He's a strong lad, really tall, has a good reach. Big back lift means that a lot of power on offer. Plays it to mid-wicket, should be a couple of runs once again. A lot of vacant real estate here in the Vilayat of Amerat.
Chilly weather. Enjoying at this time of the year. We do have Muscat chilling weather. And if the rain we had a couple of days before makes it more chilly.
I was really unfortunate not to have a sight at any kind of rain whatsoever being in Amerat. Did it rain in Wadi Kabir?
No, it was in Darset. You can see Rui about that one. It was 15 minutes, heavy rain. the day when we were having this women's final.
Beautifully driven. Karan Sonavle, write that name in gold. Everything is coming from the meat of the bat and it's traveling very quickly in the outfield of the Oman Cricket Academy.
Effortless. Look at that standing and delivering, just the face of the bat. No one can stop that boundary. Brilliantly, perfect timing from Karan Sonavle.
Still not able to understand that why Amerat Cricket is not bowling back of length. He's gone short, he's gone full. Both have been punished. He needs to go to that good length area where the wicket is. They're looking for a wicket here. Back of length once again. On this occasion, Jatinder Singh will celebrate in style. We did mention that the wicket was at good length. Karan Sonavle gets another ball from the meat of the bat. On this occasion, Jatinder Singh doesn't make a mistake.
He tried to heave it over to the mid wicket, but brilliantly taken by Jatinder. And of course, Amerat Cricket get the range of those one maximum and two boundaries. So wicket number 2, down for Royal Stallions, 48 for 2, 7 overs done.
Certainly, you can't take Jai Chelaveda out of the attack. If you're the captain and you dropped a catch in his own bowling. But barring jokes aside, certainly Jai Chelaveda would want to wind a spell off with a wicket to his name. Beautifully driven through the covers. Amerat Cricket, as quick as he is, that ball did skid through, certainly signs of dew. Looking for a wicket is Jai Chelaveda. Amir Zishan. First visuals of him. Looks like a handy bat coming in at number 4. A lot of trust showcased in his capabilities and skill. '50s up for Royal Oman Stallions. They just need a mediocre 63 of 12.5 overs. They have ample amount of time. Soft hands and quick to rotate strike and get off the mark. Amir Zishan. Jai Chelaveda charging in. Back of length and once again quick to rotate strike. is Anshuman Guru Prasanna, who has had 2 opportunities. He's gone into a shell at the moment, 18 of 24. Generally a very attacking player. Four fielders inside the circle. I think that early moments for Amir Zishan, and that's where probably an extra fielder would have been great. Angling away from the right-hander. It's a good delivery to be bowling to a batter who's just walked in. Jumil bhai, happy with what you've seen of Jai Chelaveda? He's been accurate, late swing, pretty much spot on.
Yes, he is a very good bowler. Right in the middle. Place it out towards the extra cover for the single. He's consistent, trying to bowl outside the off stump for the right-handers. Little movement in the air if you bowl slightly, say about off a spin or any rather off wicket, offside wicket, slightly away from the batter, slight swing through the air or off the wicket, that might be more successful.
Dancing down the wicket, square drive, and it's going to be a single to wind off the spell of Jai Chelaveda. 23 runs in his 4 overs. He's not been able to pick up a wicket. 8 overs done, 54 for the loss of 2. Royal Oman Stallions. Siddharth Prasad Bukapatnam comes into the attack from the Oman LNG end, and talking about coming into the attack, in comes a tiger all the way from UAE, Mudassir Ali Qureshi. Mudipa, wishing you a very good evening.
A very good evening, Pranav, and good to see the way they started. A couple of wickets down, but Karan Sonavle getting those quick runs. Prasanna, yet again impressive. Dropped couple of times. 2 senior players. It was first Samay Srivastava who got injured in the process. Next, an easy chance put down by the captain Jatinder, but after that he has taken a stunner at short mid-wicket to get rid of Karan Sonavle.
He's allowed the small fish to sail, and he's picked up the big fish. Likes to be a hunter, Jatinder Singh.
The small fish, he can do a lot of damage the way he got runs in the previous edition of D20. Always among the runs, Anshuman Guru Prasanna.
The short stay of Amir Zishan, I beg your pardon. Trying to bowl a dusra. Brilliant fielding from the old warhorse Munis Ansari, putting in a dive. I've played cricket with Munis Ansari for ages, for decades. I've never seen him dive like what he's done in the last 2 years.
Last time, when he dived, he was not able to save runs. But this time, a perfect timing, a dive, and certainly saving 3 runs for his side. And Amir Zishan, another new entry here in Oman. Oh, solid push on the back foot from Kerala Cochin, but played for Pondicherry Vijay Hazare Trophy last year. Regular with Pondicherry side.
Looks like an elegant player. Very easy on the eyes, good technique.
Oh, where are you going, young lad? There was never a run. Rightly sent by Amir Zishan, who had a wonderful 50-over tournament. Recently, he was the second top run getter in the tournament. Zoeb Amanat leading the chart.
Anshuman Guruprasanna living by the edge. 3 opportunities and a short stay. Lucky, isn't it? 9 overs done, 58 for the loss of 2. Royal Oman Stallions. Ganesh Chandrasekhar, another old war horse for Muscat Thunderers. Generally bowls around the good length area. Directed required. Not able to hit.
You need to be on your toes when you are out there in the middle with Amir Zishan. Not a big hitter of the cricket ball, but busy cricketer. Finding those gaps, playing with soft hands, running hard. Scanning the offside field, Prasanna. Beautifully managed just for a single. Stylish elegance when we talk about Anshuman Guruprasanna. How old is Anshuman Guruprasanna, Pranav?
Anshuman Guruprasanna should be around 23, 24 if I'm not making a mistake. In that bracket. Young talent, huge potential. And it's early days for him. He'll only get better with time. Just shouldn't get bogged down.
The recent stint with Jamil Sir, we were discussing about the top order batters converting good starts into a big score. Because in domestic, if you get hundreds, the international level, it will be easy for you to get those 50s, 60s consistently. That is what I believe.
The problem is that Anshuman Guruprasanna is going to have a rare opportunity at 100, and you will hardly see him scoring it inside out. Into the gap should be a couple of runs, and the prime reason is that Royal Oman Stallions likes to bowl first, and then when you are facing the likes of Sagar Parmar, Hasnain, you're talking about Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, Mohammad Nadeem, the list just goes on. The scores are never going to be north of 150.
So we need to request the manager and the head coach this season, please win the toss and bat first, give opportunity to the youngster. What a talent he is. The short selection, especially that pull towards deep square leg, eye catching, the way he got runs in the previous edition, especially against the fast bowlers, not afraid to come behind the ball and go after them.
And he has a good head over his shoulders. That is most important. Doesn't get out of line. Stays very grounded. On this occasion, commentators' curse is something that we speak about so often. 10 overs done, halfway mark, 63 for the loss of 2 Royal Oman Stallions. Siddharth Prasad Bukapatnam is going to be continuing from the Oman LNG end. 10 overs, 63 for the loss of 2. Mudipa, a game in control for Royal Oman Stallions. Big shot in the air. Once again, cashed on down begging. Samay Srivastava is involved in the action.
Well in control, but the previous shot, the batter was not in control, so was the fielder. He tried his best. A full length dive, but always falling short of Samay Srivastava, though got injured. But look at that effort, the commitment. That too, that injured hand, the left hand.
Should have taken it.
If you want to win low scoring game, then definitely you need to convert those half chances into catches, but it's hard, really hard to say that there was a chance.
I can just say 4 opportunities. I'm not going to say catches, but 4 opportunities gone down begging. And if those 4 opportunities would have been collected, You never know.
Absolutely. The way IS Invincibles did against the strong batting lineup of Yalla Shabab Giants. The opening encounter. What a game. Mehran Khan yet again comes to the rescue.
Rescue Ranger. They're giant killers for a reason. They find ways to win games out of the jaws of defeat. Single to deep square leg. At the moment, Amir Zishan hasn't looked like a classy player for this format.
It's not easy to impress Pranab Mehta, though he played state level cricket back home in India.
I'm just talking about what I've seen so far. Because with shots like that, where he's not in control, you never know. Maybe the quality of Oman cricket is just too good.
It's not easy to score runs, especially keeping in mind this is an international venue. Well taken care by the head curator Anup. There are only few batters who came here and enjoyed their batting. One of them is Mohammad Wasim of UAE, got couple of hundreds at the same venue. We'll have this conversation going into the next over. 11 gone, 69 for the loss of 2.
Pulled well, but protection in the deep at the moment. Anshuman Guruprasanna and Amir Zishan are struggling in the middle. Ganesh Chandrasekhar happy to rotate the strike as Amir Zishan was not able to connect a shot cleanly. What will be interesting is that Amir Zishan was not able to hit cleanly, and Royal Oman Stallions, they have a huge power pack lineup. Yes, he's the second highest run scorer in the 50 over format. A very different ball game. But will they continue to invest in Amir Zishan? Single. Happy and content with rotating the strike.
Thanks to Karan Sonavle for getting those quick runs. That is why they are in a comfortable position, and these two batters not trying to go hard against the bowlers because that required run rate is well in control. But still we expect someone like Amir Zishan to get those odd boundaries. Pushed on the back foot, running hard, couple of runs. And there are batters who initially take their own time always make sure to spend some quality time by taking singles and doubles. The good thing is he's not playing too many dot deliveries.
Just when you were saying that they're not going hard, I just wanted to add on that they're trying their level best to go hard. They're just not able to execute it. Because at the moment, from what we have seen of Amir Zishan, it's been mediocre. And it's going to stay mediocre. The wicket has been disturbed. It was a disappointing outing for him. He was struggling and he was crawling in the middle. And at the end, Ganesh Chandrasekhar manages to dislodge the bails, get the stumps disturbed. The middle stump is out of the ground. And what a send out it is from Ganesh Chandrasekhar, the old war horse of Muscat Thunderers, stands up when Muscat Thunderers requires him to stand up. Third wicket down for Royal Oman Stallions at 74. The man of crisis, not just of Oman, but also of Royal Oman Stallions. Mohammad Nadeem comes to the middle, starts over the dot ball. 12 overs done, 74 for the loss of 3. Royal Oman Stallions. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Samay Srivastava brought into the attack, and that's going to be happening from the Oman LNG end. Yes, we've seen a little bit of purchase for the spinners from that end. Good sharp turn. He has ample amount of variations. He's up against a very scratchy Anshuman Guru Prasanna, who's looked very edgy today.
We haven't seen much purchase for the spinners, but still the batters, they struggled against the spin. And that too, when the ball nicely coming on the blade, the likes of Anshuman, he's struggling, rightly said by you. So was Amir Zishan, trying and trying, at last perishes. The straighter one.
A change in action for Samay Srivastava's change in intent as well. All of a sudden starts to bowl a little flatter and tighter. No flight whatsoever. Positive signs, modern day cricket.
The current situation, as a leg break bowler, the captain expects him to give that flight, invite the batters to go big. That is what Jatinder trying to convey to Samay. You're not defending, a big total. It's a below par score of 112 what they manage. An easy picking. He's an artist when it comes to taking the singles, Mohammad Nadeem.
Certainly, somebody like Amir Zishan needs to learn from the likes of Mohammad Nadeem the way he picks up singles. It's not wrong to be a long format player where you're looking to rotate, strike, and build an innings. But if you're doing so, it has to be with a lot of control. When you see Mohammad Nadeem batting, you never see him struggling in an innings. That is something that is very different. Although, when you would see Amir Zishan batting, he was trying to heave, he was trying to play shots which were only going for singles. It almost gave a sense of panic in the middle.
Mohammad Nadeem, vast experience. The best part is, he'll not play too many dot deliveries, and in between he'll find those odd boundaries and he'll make sure to get 7-8 runs in every over.
He'll also use innovation. He loves to play those paddle sweeps from the stumps, outside the off stump. And look at the way he rotates strike. Rocks onto the front foot, sees the ball is not in his reach, rocks back and carves it through the offside. As elegant as it gets. 13 overs gone, 80 for the loss of 3. Royal Oman Stallions.
Chandrasekhar got better of Amir Zishan in his previous over, but they need plenty of wickets. This boy riding high on luck, put down couple of times, then run out chance, gone begging. Not a proper connection, but he'll find the fence behind the square. A much needed boundary for Prasanna and for Royal Oman Stallions.
We're waiting for this boundary from last couple of overs. Finally it has come through. So 4 more runs to the total. Inching closer to this is the shine. They have played it out towards the extra cover. Inching towards the goal. Slowly but steadily. Ganesh finally got a wicket, as you said, but now the runs are coming. The boundary came after about 3 overs, I believe.
More than that, if I'm not wrong. Youngsters performing well. The first innings it was Soumya Sampat who got fighting 37. Making room, goes toward that offside channel. Just a World Cup around the corner. And right time to have this tournament. A big opportunity for all the players. They need to have a clear mindset once they step on the field. And this is the stage, if you perform, you will get the ticket for T20 World Cup.
Nicely bowled. End of over number 14. 88 for 3 Royal Stallions. Samaj Srivastava, the leggy. First over was given away only 6 runs. We have to see some good shots from Anshuman Guru Prasanna. The moment we sat and we just talking about it, and he bowled him beautifully. The quicker one through the gate. And Anshuman Guru Prasanna back to the deck out.
Another batter, Perishes, trying to play across the line. Samay gave that flight, not reaching the ball, beaten completely. So 39 valuable runs for Anshuman, 88 for the loss of 4. In comes Afridi, another debutant in D series for Royal Oman Stallions. Tall, hard hitter. It won't be easy on this surface against Samay Srivastava.
All the 3 newcomers we're talking about, I think Anfal was the one who was pick of the batters we have.
Taking his time, making those adjustments in the field. 7 fielders inside the circle. Rightly said, because Anfal, he has got that plenty of experience playing not only back home in India but also in UAE. He was there for almost 7-8 years. A big name during his playing career. But
Maybe one of the reason because they're the debutant, they have pressure that they have to perform, got some runs. Maybe because of that, they looks to be a bit bogged down.
oh, look at that. The first run for Afridi in D series. Rock solid on the back foot. Uses those strong wrist and 4 runs.
Beautiful shot. Arrived his arrival. Look at that one, standing from the middle of the bat towards the wider mid-on for 4. That's what we are talking about. He said, yes, I am that caliber of a player. We love to see such players in this tournament.
Attacking player. In 2021, he was a part of a Hyderabad Ranji team, but never got a chance to play a game. comes from Siddipet, a district near to Hyderabad, playing for his district team. Got plenty of runs. And his younger brother, recently, he was a part of Hyderabad, which went on to lose the semi-final in Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy.
I have heard about a place called Malakpet in Hyderabad.
There are so many in Hyderabad.
Pet is called a place or it is a name, Yani?
I like the way you asked Yani. We'll have this conversation in the next over. 15 gone, 93 for the loss of 4.
Afridi has brought back from the Oman talent where he normally bowls in the early matches. This time he was bowling from the Oman LNG.
Afridi to Afridi. A proud moment for Afridi's family. Came all the way from Siddipet to Muscat for the first time. He travelled outside India, and thanks to Royal Oman Stallions management, the owner and especially the manager, Matthew, who always look for the talent and never shy to get those new players in this region, always thinking about the national side.
Yeah, definitely he has got a lot of experience seeing the teams he has been managing from so many years. His own team, Australian, he managed for about 6 years. Plus these two, Royal Stallions and Yalla Shabab. So you do have the eye to pick some good players. And after spending so much time in cricket, you do have that much experience to know how a player is.
Absolutely, Jamil bhai, but that passion and hunger, to keep that going is not easy. 12 years, 15 years, you are doing the same job, but still that love for the game, the love for the country to provide a talent, doing the service. And wherever Oman goes, Matthew is always there.
Absolutely, that's craziness. We still remember when we were qualifier in Ireland and Scotland, he and Guru Prasanna was travelling with the team. This missed field there, and could have been two. So that's the passion. Where the team going, both of them were there. One of their friends, Ram, was also there. Not this one, the other one. And really they enjoyed, and we also enjoyed. I mean, we have so much supporters with us. Everywhere we go, they are all together, along with Shri Khimji Ramdas, Kanak Bhai. He was there almost every match. His wife, Pankaj Bhai, Kiran Nishar, everyone was there. So we really, it's something nostalgic, Mudassir. You can never forget those things.
And for me, they are the pillars. So many people always putting that extra effort, that support for the development of this beautiful game of cricket here in Oman. That is why we have seen a tremendous rise in the associate nations. When we talk about Oman team, they had some difficult time. Last 12, 14 months were not easy, but they came back strong. The likes of Amir Kaleem and Nadeem. Oh, look at that. Not a good connection, but plenty of vacant region. And he gets another boundary. He's in a hurry. 100 comes up for Royal Oman Stallions.
Shorty tried to pull it. I think got the bottom part of the bat, but so much so that ball crosses over the boundary. Sometimes when I look back and look at where today we are, it is something, beyond your imaginations. Never ever thought that we have such a international standard grounds here. It's all through the efforts of this Kimji family. And of course, all those teams, sponsors, who is bringing the players from outside, giving them job. End of number over 16, it is 101 for 4.
Just 12 runs away, Royal Oman Stallions from securing a win. Turn. He is convinced, the wicket keeper, but not convinced is the leg umpire. Talking about the board members and Oman Cricket, it's kind of a teamwork. When we talk about the management led by the Khimji family, they have got a very good team who always are ready.
I took it as a family. All the board members are a family. That's more appropriate. Everyone is looking for the betterment of the game. That's all.
Clear. They're very clear in their thought process. Unity. Unbelievable. It's kind of a fairy tale. The rise of Oman, the world map. When we talk about cricket, Hafreed, will he go big? Will he go after Srivastava? In the air, lucky enough, just falling short of the fielder, just lost his grip.
Staging of World Cup here in Oman was the milestone for Oman, because people doesn't know much about that Oman, but this World Cup staging here, it gives boost to Oman international circuit. Wherever the cricket was played, people came to know about Oman.
On top of that, the hospitality. The people are always nice. They make sure to take care of the people who come from different part of the world. And for sure, people love to come to Oman. The weather has been kind, especially during this month of the year.
Generally, hospitality of Omanis all over the world is top class. That's the reason why people, whoever comes, if you visit first time Oman, you love to come back again.
Always fall in love. It's like watching Mughal-e-Azam n number of times. That is how I would like to put it in my words. Once you come to Oman, you always want to come back. That has been the beauty of this country. Taking their own time, these two batters. We are going into the 18th over with still 7 required for Royal Oman Stallions. Another single for Mohammad Nadeem. Now will this young boy, Afridi, will he go big? Will he end the game in style for Royal Oman Stallions? 6 needed. Afrid Katie got a couple of wickets, very impressive. Looks fitter. He struggled in the previous edition with injuries, but now good to see with running with full run up, bowling with good rhythm and pace.
He's always a good bowler in the domestic circuit also. He always gets some wickets whenever he is bowling. Beautifully bowled. The moment talking about it, Afridi has something in his mind. Once again, rattle the stumps.
That's the end of Afridi. Afrid Katie wins the battle against Afridi. Coming into Afridi, hitting the pad and then hitting those stumps. What a game he is having. The premier fast bowler of Muscat Thunder strikes for the 3rd time. It's 107 for the loss of 5.
Jitan Kumar Ramanandi is the new batter. Just requiring 5 runs, rather 6 runs too. And this is the first boundary, beautifully played through the behind the bowlers, 4 runs. So Nelson is there on the score.
Straight away off the mark. Elegance. Beautifully managed. Not trying to go hard. Using the pace. So the 6 comes down to 2. Batting did not came to the party in the first innings for Thunderers. Afrith Katie, 3 wickets to his name, tried his best. Wanted to pull, beaten. Ball just keeping a bit low.
Down the leg side. Could be a hard-fought victory or not. Easy going.
They were in control, Jamil bhai, because they know the target. If it was 140 or 150, yes, they would have struggled because in middle overs, Anshuman and Amir Zishan, they struggled for a bit. But when you're chasing a below par score, one good over, you are back in the hunt. And this is what they did.
Because talking about the batting lineup Royal Stallions, I thought this could have been done in 15 overs.
Flick of the wrist, ball racing towards the fence. So is the fielder. No stopping. 4 runs. And they register a win in their opening encounter against Muscat Thunderers. A complete team effort from Royal Oman Stallions. They bowled well, they fielded well. Though they have lost 5 wickets, but it has been a convincing win, I would say, for Royal Oman Stallions.
Yes, definitely, yes. They took some time, but finally they are the winners. Win by 5 wickets. The first match of the D20 of 2025 and 26. It comes from here, through the extra cover, first boundary. This is over to the third man. It's the opener, Junaid. And then it's Anshuman. Played it out beautifully towards the fine leg. In the next ball, he played it towards the cover by boundary. And that the first wicket, this is come down by Karan Sunavle, who really played a superb knock.
He was in a hurry. He looked in control, getting those maximums of force in quick time. This was the best shot of the day. Driven nicely. It was a bit uppish. And this was a terrific catch taken by Captain Jatinder Singh. It was hit hard, travelled like a bullet. Then this was the phase when they lost few quick wickets. One after the other went down. But the total was in control for Royal Oman Stallions. Afridi, the debutant, got off the mark with a boundary. A couple of boundaries for Afridi before he was bowled by Afrid Katie. Then Jiten Kumar Ramanandi got a boundary on the very first ball he faced. Then another boundary to win the game for Royal Oman Stallions. Overall, a great game for Royal Oman Stallions. But for Muscat Thunderers, they need to do a lot of homework. Anshuman, top scorer, 39 of 44 balls. Everyone got runs but not able to convert those good start in the big score. The likes of Sonavle, quick 19 of just 10. Debutant Afridi, 13 of 11. Captain remained unbeaten on 9. And with a couple of boundaries, unbeaten, 8 of just 3. Ramanandi.
Muscat Thunderers tried to get the match in their hands, but it was all, the total was not that much where they can fight it out. 3 wickets for Katie, Afridi Katie, the top wicket taker.
Six bowlers used by the captain, and rightly said by you. The pick of the bowler, Afrit Katie. What a game he had. 3 wickets going for just 31. A wicket apiece to Chandrasekhar and Samesh Srivastava. The problem has been not able to get runs on board for Muscat Thunderers. So Royal Oman Stallions winning this game by 5 wickets in hand. Now let's see the match summary, how this match panned out between these two sides. Winning the toss and opting to bowl first, the bowlers did a pretty good job. Parmar, Ali, Ramanandi, couple of wickets in their kitty. Soumya Sampat, a lone warrior, alongside him was Ashish Odedra, providing some respect to the total of 112. And in reply, though they have lost 5 wickets, They managed to go past 112 in 17.5 overs. So Royal Oman Stallions gets those valuable 2 points in their kitty. Academy of Oman D20 2025. See you tomorrow with back-to-back games. Till then, take care. Good night.